Good evening. I am here. That music might still be a little too loud. It is 12:53 a.m. on Thursday, August 7th. I'm here. What are you doing? No sleep for Kaname Date tonight. As always, I'm fashionably late. So there's a bit of an update that I wanted to give right before I start this. So this is kind of like a ramble. It's gonna be a short one though. Today's been kind of all over the place. There's been some good news, some really bad news, and some just okay news. And I'm not going to go over any... I'm pretty much not going to go over any of it. There's only one thing I'm going to bring up here. So, starting tomorrow, my work schedule is getting pushed back to what it was at the beginning of the pandemic. So, if you weren't watching me back in 2020... my streams about 2019 and early 2020 were all over the place because that was when I first got hired at my current job, and because of the scheduling and because of the exhaustion that the previous position I had there was giving me, there were just like months where I wasn't streaming. There were months where I was streaming from like 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and there were months where I was just kind of only streaming on the weekends. And at the very beginning of 2020, I was actually on kind of like a mini hiatus until, ironically enough, or coincidentally enough, the first Somnium Files game went on sale, and I was like, you know what? I want to play this and stream it. That game is the first Somnium Files game is kind of what got me back into like streaming regularly at that point. But also, that was also right before the pandemic started. It was right before I went to TFF in 2020. What happened was there was a short period of time where my job was like, do you want to work 1:30 to 10 p.m. so that we can have extra coverage for the West Coast for some stuff that we're doing with that? And I said yes. And the thing is, I did that, but then because of the pandemic and working from home, they decided for like a good year and a half to just keep me on that schedule. For all of 2020 and then most of 2021, I was working till 10 p.m. And it worked great for streaming and stuff because I'd be able to finish, like, eat something, do maybe one or two things, and then start streaming by midnight or so, and I would go until 11:30, and I'd go till like 3:30. Obviously, that's shifted over time, but also so is the work schedule. Work was gradually, like, over the last 3 years, work kind of pushed me, 4 years now, sorry, from 2025 to 2021, yeah. Work kind of pushed back a couple hours. Like, first it was like to 9 p.m., which honestly would be the ideal schedule, but whatever. And then to 8, and then to 7. So currently I was working 10:30 to 7 p.m., which doesn't sound like an early shift, but it's kind of the latest shift I could get while I was working there. And while I do enjoy being done with work by 7 p.m., waking up at 10 is torture for me, especially, you know how late I stream. I usually stream till like 4 in the morning, and I don't usually go to bed till 5, so I'm getting less than 6 hours of sleep, average. And, it was exhausting. I could handle it the first couple months, but it's definitely been weighing on me. So, cut to this month, we at work are currently doing, and again, I don't want to talk about this as if I really particularly am invested in this. I'm just doing it because they asked me to, and because I have to work the job. It is what it is. Oops, did not mean to do that. So, due to a new initiative we've got going on that we have to that we're going to need extra coverage for, they've kind of pushed me back to that schedule that I was working. So I'm starting tomorrow, or today technically. I'm going from starting at 10:30 to starting at 1:30 and ending at 10 p.m. instead of 7. It sounds like a bad thing, but again, it's probably going to be better for me in the long run, because now I could get a decent amount of sleep without needing to take a nap after work, which is, already a plus. But also, it means I'm probably going to be more fired up afterwards, because when I wish I could quit. When I leave work for the day, I generally have a little bit of, like a little burst of energy to do a couple things, and then I get tired because I need a nap. Usually, or I'll just lay down and then like lose all my energy. Now, because I'm going back to ending work at 10, I'm gonna be a lot more focused on trying to get like a stream started within the next 2 hours. So it might help me with being more consistent with streams in the long run. It might help me with having more energy in the evening, and it's just gonna result in better sleep during the day. So while I definitely don't want to, I definitely don't want to quote-unquote hand it to my job. I will say that this is a good overall change for me. The only real downside is just that, my weekend's not going to start till 10 p.m. on a Friday now. And that will unfortunately affect my time in VR with people, because I usually get on VR. Well, actually, no. I usually get in VR around 10 p.m., so I guess that won't really change anything. And I mean, I'm already working overtime most nights now anyway, till like 8, so it ultimately is a good choice. It's going to stop me from making overtime money, but at the same time, it just means I'm wasting less time at work, which is honestly what I care about more anyway. So, it's weird. It's weird to say that I have a positive update about work. I mean, in addition to last week, because I got promoted, technically. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And yeah, that's kind of it. There's not a whole lot else to say about it. Again, this probably will not affect streams in any way. The thing I said is that it will make it impossible for me to start a stream before like 11 p.m., 10:30. But when was the last time I did that on like a regular basis? I have been so like, just tired after work and busy trying to rush things at the last minute that, like, right now it is 1 a.m. and I'm I haven't even started playing a game yet. So, it's ultimately for the best, and I'm happy that things are gonna kind of move in my favor a bit more, even if I will miss getting off work early. But you know what I miss more than that? It's not working at all. So, we have to make the compromises we have to until things change. And yeah, that's kind of it, honestly. Again, today was kind of a weird whirlwind day. Had some ups, had some downs. I really don't think I should bring up anything specific, but yeah, it's an interesting day, and I guess we'll see how the last 2 days of this work week go when I do this new shift now. I guess we'll see the immediate results tomorrow, because I am going to stream tomorrow. I will do more Donkey Kong tomorrow. I don't think Tori's Saturn's going to be out at midnight tomorrow. I think that's going to be like a Friday afternoon thing. So, we'll see. It kind of actually sucks, because I was thinking maybe I'll do like an early Friday stream of that and then go in VR. But now, if I want to go in VR Friday, I probably have to just skip that. But maybe I'll do a Saturday stream. Who knows? We'll see. Also, the fact that I'm starting work at 1:30. Well, no, I was going to say maybe I could do a morning stream or something, but I don't know. I don't think that would work out too well, or anyone would really show up for that. Just like no one's really showing up here right now. Wow, it is dead tonight here. Alright, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to start No Sleep for Con Medate, so, if you're not here, you snooze, you lose.